Hey there guys, it's the Camel again, and welcome back to Camel Kingdom and the Mainstreet. Again, this is an episode, the footage of this episode is directly taken from the last stream, which has been on Monday, today on Monday, so it's, I don't know when I'm going to upload this one, but last week on Monday. So, sorry again for the annoying overlay, I just forgot to disable it again, but for the next one, promise, there will be a different one, which isn't that annoying. So, yeah, it blocks a lot of the view, so I'm really sorry for it, but the next time I'm going to do it. I still haven't figured out if I can do this with the OBS, so that I can just record the native, or the, you know, just the basis, the basic source of the game, which you can do with Bandicam, for example, but the problem then is that I pretty much have some performance issues. So if I'm going to stream and record at the same time with OBS, it's pretty much fine. I have good frames, I've good streaming quality, it's all fine. But if I'm going to do this with Bandicam at the same time as I'm streaming with OBS, the game is going to lag while streaming, and also lagging. Well, it's not that bad actually for the footage later on, because I'm going to speed it up by a lot of times, so you won't see this. But, you know, it's not the best thing, to be honest. But yeah, I don't know what to say else, because that's just the basic information for you. And in this episode, for everybody who hasn't hit up the stream on Monday, and again, for those who are watching here, if you wanna see me building on stream and answering to questions and, you know, just kind of trying to get in your ideas, actually, wow, sorry, I just hit again the microphone, you should check my Twitch, maybe follow me there, maybe not, it's totally up to you, but it would be easier so you get the notification when I'm going to stream, because for many of you, I guess these are different times, but in general, I'm going to stream on Mondays around, let's say, 8 PM Central European Time, which you have to see yourself, which is for you, but I kind of get used to it, and I have to say it's pretty fun, to be honest. When I started last year, and I told this story a lot of times already, but you know, it's always a good story, I guess, and I'm just talking about this because, you know, the footage is not that interesting at the moment. We'll get into something more interesting later on, but for the moment, maybe just to tell you, the whole thing wasn't planned at all with YouTube and stuff like that. And, you know, at the beginning it was kind of strange doing videos on my own at home, talking to nobody, which I'm doing at the moment as well, but I know there are a lot of people out there enjoying the videos, so I kind of get used to it. I got used to it. And then it was even more strange to have streaming at the first moment, because, you know, at the beginning there was barely anybody on Twitch following me, so I was like streaming for 2 hours with like one viewer, which effectively was my brother. So, you know, that's not that much fun, because actually you're not doing anything else than just playing yourself, except the fact it's online for some reasons. But now, as we have some people on there, it's pretty much fun to kind of go and just answer to your questions, and maybe try to get in with some things you guys have as ideas, which is pretty cool, I guess, because, you know, I think I'm a pretty creative person in terms of what we could do in the game, and we could do, and there's, you know, I think it's good, and I kind of have so many ideas in my head already for many new projects, which I won't ever do because there are simply too many projects and too less time to realize them. But I can be as good as I want. There's nothing else than kind of a crowd thinking and having ideas together. That's what brainstorming is also about. You can't brainstorm yourself. How should that be? I mean, like, you're proposing ideas to yourself and grabbing them again, and, you know, it's already your idea, so you're not transferring anything. And the basic idea about the brainstorming is that you kind of grab the idea from somebody else and just add your own thoughts to it and make an even better one out of this. So, I mean, you know, that's also the thing. Sometimes people in brainstormings are like, yeah, well, it was my idea. And the other one, oh, well, no, it was not really your idea. You said this and this. That's completely wrong. If you want to do a good brainstorming, it's not about the idea of an individuum. It's about the idea which is at the end the result of this brainstorming. And That's also what I like to do, and this is also what I like to do with my series Our Coaster, for example. It's not about building a perfect one-by-one recreation, because I just looked up 20 coasters of the same type and then just built, like, you know, a perfect recreation by just putting alongside each and every element straight out of them. That's not the idea. I just want to get opinions and different ideas, throw them into one bottle, shake this bottle a lot of times, and see what the best result coming out of this bottle then again. And that's something I kind of like about the stream on Twitch in general, because it's like, you know, at the end, you come up with something you never could have done on your own, because there are, you know, one word gives the other, and then you just follow the comments, and you might have an idea on your own again, and you just jump in and give another idea, and you know, kind of stuff like that. And I do love it, I have to say, and I hope that we can, yeah, build kind of a little bit of a really small community to build this in different games in the future together, because it's so much fun. And I just noticed, by the way, that Micro Jojo is I don't know why, but he's kind of starting a game 11,000 times at the moment. I also forgot to deactivate my Twitch notifications, which Sylph is later on in this video also going to mention me. You will see that as well. It's pretty funny. You know, that's also something I have to learn, that I should deactivate some things when I'm going to stream. Anyway, wow, so much to tell in this episode. But just to finish up the point with streaming, I would love it to have a kind of little bit of a community going on, and just meet up for some streams some days when there is time, on Mondays, or maybe on different days of the week, just when there is time, and just, you know, relax, chill around in the stream, having different topics to talk about. And it's always more fun when a lot of people are in there. And yeah, that's basically something I would really, if I could, you know, throw out a wish, that would be my wish for the future. Just to have a little bit more interaction with you guys. Because honestly, and that's again a thing I already talked about so many times, but the old thing here is not about any kind of monetary value, or kind of likes or subs, or, you know, that's... I feel a little bit bad talking about this kind of stuff by just having slightly below 10,000 subs, which is generally just about one game so far, and I want to build up a bigger community out of this. But, you know, I feel really honored and really special to have the opportunity to share this all with you, and that's what I most like about this, sharing stuff with you guys, because I know you are also passionate about it. And that's also why the main thing I'm asking about is interaction. Comments, comments, comments. You know, I really like it. I love it. When I'm going to upload a video, I don't care about the likes, I don't care about the views, I care about the number of comments. You know, that's what I care about, because that's fun. I want to answer to them. I want to, you know, see what you guys think. I wanna see what you could improve with your opinion. I just want to go, you know, we are all humans, and all what we build, go outside, see what your city is like, see what you can eat, see what you can buy. That's all pieces and stuff and things made by humans because of their interaction. If there wouldn't be any interaction, you would be still sitting in a cave hoping to be able to make fire, because otherwise you would freeze. You know, that's I'm so just in general happy about having interaction and having fun with you guys. You know, of course I'm a person as well who loves to go outside with my, in inverted commas, real life friends, because you guys are all real. I do have a problem with this world kind of separating worlds thing, you know, real life and you know, this is also real life. What we are doing is more real life than some other things, I must say. You know, you are all real persons and real people, and just the fact that you are just sitting on a different place on this earth doesn't mean you're not real. So, in fact, it's a little bit of a tricky thing, but I also love to go out with my friends in kind of our local area around here. But I think it's, you know, I'm also having a lot of fun doing these episodes for you and interacting with you. So, long speak, but I think the main intention I wanted to talk about is now clear. So, if you want to participate in this, go down in the comment section below and hit up some comments. Just give me your thoughts about, you know, anything. It even hasn't to be related to this particular episode. You can also talk about, I don't know, future plans of suggestions about the channel in general, maybe stuff you want to see, maybe improvements you could imagine, overlay things, music-wise, I don't know, just give me your thoughts. The only thing I'm always asking for is kind of try to do it constructive, you know. You can say whatever you want, I'm not mad at anybody, but I feel like it's good as long as people can give some constructive comments, whether they're positive or negative, you know. Positive feedback is not always good, it has also to be constructive in a way, if that makes sense. Anyway, so enough of random talk, let's go back to what I actually built in this stream last Monday. So I wanted to make the Mainstreet finished, and I'm so sorry, but I didn't. So I just, you know, it's always the same. You are pretty much slow when you're streaming, which is normal, I guess, because of answering to questions and reading chat and stuff like that. So I couldn't fulfill the kind of target I set at the beginning of the stream. So we will just build this building, which you can see at the moment, which should be like on the right side. If you just join the park, it's on the right hand side. The last building on the right hand side should be a fancy one with a lot of details to it, and also there will be kind of a restaurant around it, so it will be also a restaurant area, and it will be an area from where you can pretty much see a lot of stuff in this park later on. And so that's a pretty important building, and so I just tweaked around a little bit, and I have then in the next episode to go into this again and finish that building up. And then on the other side of this Mainstreet, you will then also see another building, or maybe two other buildings to finish up this area. And I guess what will be also a little bit of, I don't know if I do record this, maybe I'm going to do some off-screen work for the how they're called, the backstage area. So because all of these buildings now do have an open back, because I just left them open because it's, you know, it's just a facade, it's just a set, and the backside is I won't say it's not important, but as a real theme park and a little bit realism wise, although this park is nothing about realism, but it, you know, you don't have to build the backside as detailed as the front side, because nobody will ever see it. So that said, this building we are going to build right now is also one building I spent a lot of time to find the real color scheme to it, and I still don't know if I am happy with it, to be honest. Maybe I'm going to change that somewhere in the future, but for now I feel like it's okay for the moment. I like the building, but it's just not finished. So maybe in the future I will change a few things. Anyways, I hope you understood a little bit of what I was talking about the last few minutes before we just hit up to this building again. Just wanted to mention that again. But yeah, so this building is pretty much a really classical one, and it's really inspired by this kind of American architecture of like the post imperialism time, if that's a word, I don't know. And a really fancy one, like you would see from really rich people back then, who have those big houses, or maybe even a government or a governmental building with a lot of spires and you know, those little pillars in front of it, and these big doors with a lot of details to it, and those little kind of windows surrounded by a lot of frames, thin white frames, and then you do have those curtain things on top of the windows. That's the word I was, sorry. It was just disappeared in my head. And yeah, so we have this little balcony going on in front of it, which is actually not a balcony, it's a little bit of a roof. Where I'm also not happy with the color right now, so maybe I do like the texture of it, to be honest, but I have to deal a little bit with the front of it, because I'm not as happy as I could be with it. But yeah, so I think we are now going into the finishing moment of this Mainstreet. And before I will end this commentary, and you will still have a few minutes left of material, but just mentioning, I'm so much looking forward to the next area of this park, which will be a pirate area. And it's funny to say, but it's like the first pirate area I wanted to build in this game at all. Because at the beginning, when Planet Coaster Alpha came out, you know, after a few days, there were all like the entire world was filled of piratey things, and I thought it was boring, so I went on with other styles, and I never did pirate, and I think now I'm going to do so. But yeah, that will be something of future things. So until then, have fun, guys.